Anybody that comes on my show, we're going to have a good conversation. It's okay to agree to disagree, just as long as we're respectful. Everyone is a product of their own experience. There will be times that you have to experience the pain in order to experience the joy. So let's talk about the experience and let's share the results. What's going on, everyone? It's your brother, your cousin, your nephew, whatever you want to call me, and we are back for another review. So today, I'm so glad that Married to Medicine is back. This is season 10, episode number 1. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Everything on this channel, everything on this video is alleged just for entertainment purposes only, and everything is in my opinion. If you have not followed me on social media, make sure you go ahead and follow @SAnthonyLofties. If you are looking for a doctor to get a smile makeover, hit up Dr. Roger Cooper at Bella Dental Services. Use promotion code AL23 and you will get 30% off. If you're looking for a new doctor to get x-rays and cleaning, you can always hit up Bella Dental because they are always accepting new patients and new clients. Also, if you have not become a member, go ahead and go to www.youtube.com/SAnthonyLofties/join. If you have not purchased my new single, make sure you go ahead and do that. It's available right now. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be back for The Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 1. Wednesday, we will be back for the lie detector test that Marceau took. I think Friday, Bell Collective come back on. So y'all might as well get ready for that. And you know we will be back on Saturday for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, these shows are keeping me busy. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. We got 101 people in right now. So when you come in, make sure you like this video, leave comments, and subscribe. Now, Married to Medicine, episode number 1. It pick up with Dr. Heavily and Dr. Jackie. One thing about Dr. Heavily, like, I've grown to love Dr. Heavily. That's just like I'm watching The Housewives of Potomac. I've grown to love Candace. Like, it is what it is. So Dr. Heavily, she put on this jacket. She's like, can I try this on? She asked Dr. Jackie, tell me, is this too much? And Dr. Jackie said, it's doing too much. She said, no, it's not, it's me. And so I love how Dr. Heavily says, she like, look, baby, I'm always going to do a lot because it's me. It is what it is. Are you enough, basically? Because I am enough. Dr. Heavily, we didn't even get 5 minutes in the show, Dr. Heavily, and you already being shady. In your confession, I'm like, Lord Jesus, Dr. Heavily gonna sit up here and say, Toya eating coochie. I said, oh my God. It's like Dr. Heavily, she don't have no filter. The only filter that Dr. Heavily got is when her husband, daddy, when he jump in. That's the only filter in this world that Dr. Heavily would have. And to be honest, I somewhat appreciate it because she'll sit up here and tell you, ain't nobody gonna shut me up unless God come and do it himself or my husband do it. That's one thing you can definitely say about Dr. Heavily, and you got to respect that. It is what it is. But I'm loving me some Dr. Heavily right now. She basically said, Toya, she the one that's eating coochie, whatever. Miss Phaedra Parks walk in. Let me tell you something. Phaedra, baby, you look good. You look blessed. You look covered. In the name of Jesus. Anyway, y'all, Phaedra Parks came in looking good. And it was so funny because I think they tried to get Dr. Jackie to put on, I think she tried on the jacket. And Dr. Jackie said everything that other people be saying. Baby, you don't got to be rich to sit up here and think the way somebody else that don't have as much money as Dr. Jackie be thinking. She said, since it's a sample size, is it a little cheaper? Don't sit up here and act like y'all don't be doing it when y'all go to a store and you see it on the mannequin. Oh, that's the size right there. So is there a discount on this right here since it's the sample size? Don't be in my chat and say you don't act like that because I know I've done it before. It is what it is. That's why I said, okay, I'm liking me some Dr. Jackie right now. Kudos to you, Dr. Jackie. I love how you can have a sense of humor. But like they did last season when Toya called herself trying to bring up, I get this every month. This is what, $10,000, baby. Dr. Jackie was over there looking like, child, is that all you bring in? I think her and Dr. Heavily was looking at each other like, child, did she really just bring a receipt for like $6,000 or $10,000? Baby, we make that in our sleep. I see y'all saying, yes, I do. Yup, I do that too, Anthony. What you said? Come on now. After that, Dr. Heavily, she said that she basically bring up that Phaedra is dating the doctor as you all know, Phaedra, she's dating some physician. I guess she got Mr. Chocolate. Mm-hmm. She said he's a Nigerian. He's from Nigeria. Then it went to Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly offered her relationship advice to Phaedra. Did you all pay attention to how Phaedra came back so fast at Dr. Heavenly? I'm like, girl, like Dr. Heavenly and Phaedra, I'm loving it right now. Because when Dr. Heavenly sit up there and said, I want to offer my relationship advice, Phaedra said, well, you only been with one man. I might need somebody with a little more experience. I'm like, dang, that quick? Come on. Shoot, you can't tell me she ain't winning no case right now. Now, that's a real attorney. That's a real attorney. An attorney that can bounce back like that. A real attorney that we can actually see who it is. Baby, that's a real attorney. They not on the... Shut up, Anthony. Shut up, Anthony. We ain't gonna see that attorney on you. We're not gonna see that attorney on different YouTube channels. Okay, let's move right along. So it went to Dr. Simone. Hey, Latoya, hey, sis, Auntie Rita, right? I love the comeback Phaedra gave Dr. Heavenly. What you said? So it went to Dr. Simone and Cecil. Cecil basically asked, no, so Dr. Simone asked Cecil, does he miss her cooking? And she was like, well, he said something about some good wings or whatever. They kind of laughed. Then Toya and Eugene, they walk in. Letitia and Greg walk in. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Terry, y'all funny. Oh, Auntie Michelle. Yeah. Let me put up this banner. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm not really feeling Greg and his wife. Okay? I get it that some shows can be shady, but it's the way that she's coming on. Excuse me. And I know we're going to get into that a little bit more. Baby, Sweet Tea is country. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with country because, baby, I'm country. But it's like the way she could bring it. I'm like, girl. Okay. We aren't either. So she walk in and they get to talking or whatever. Honestly, I don't even remember what they was talking about. So let's go ahead and go to the next scene. I love seeing Dr. Heavenly and her daughter. You know, if you all pay attention, we have literally watched all of these kids on reality TV grow up. We watch Candy and Riley. We watch Sheree and her kids. We watch, who else? Rashida and her kids on For Love and Hip Hop. Tiny and their kids grow up. We watched all of this. And just to see Dr. Heavenly, her daughter, how old was her daughter when she first came on? She wasn't even a teenager yet. When she was walking in her heels, we have literally watched all of these kids grow up and now they're going to college. Now, that was cute to watch her go prom dress shopping with her daughter. I love that. But you know what? I honestly would love to have seen more scenes with the father, even though I know he's working, but we don't see those scenes where the father can actually come and be a part of the scenes to share that experience with some of the kids. I'm not trying to say that a father will go prom shopping or whatever, but you know, this is normally like a mother and daughter thing. But I would love to see them bring the fathers in more often when it comes to doing family activities. What else we got going on? So after that little situation, she gave her the card. It is what it is. Next thing, it was Sweet Tea and Eugene. They had their little hoedown set up. You know, at first, I was like, I can look at that situation in two different ways. Are you basically trying to call Quad a hoe and say hold down? Or just like the little country hold down? Like, you can look at that two different ways, but it is what it is. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that it was dealing with Cowboys since they had the little board to take a picture and stuff like that. Now, Jackie and Dr. Heavenly, They have a conversation. Dr. Hebley is so shady. She was like, the house looked better when Quad was in it, which that is kind of true a little. But when they showed the before and after pictures of the dark countertops versus the light counter tops and everything in the cabinets, I think I aim more towards the light, and then I also like the new chandelier. But I'm just saying I did like Quad taste though. So Dr. Helen, she talked about the house and everything. She said that Sweet Tea, she liked Tarjay. Hold on. Now let's not jump on Target now, because I am a Target person. I would prefer to go to Target before I go to Walmart. But I get what she was saying though. Yeah, you should have just said Walmart. Leave Target up out of these, okay? I love you, Dr. Hebley. What else we got going on? It basically went to Toya and Dr. Simone. Dr. Jackie, they walk in. Because I know Dr. Jackie said that she hasn't been in the house since Quad was in there. And Dr. Hebley, she said, well, I have visited the house or whatever since Quad been out of it. And Dr. Jackie was like, you did? She was like, yeah. And Toya, Dr. Simone, they walk in. Dr. Jackie walk in. Phaedra walk in. The men, they outside talking, and they was like, you know what? Obviously, you got a good girl because you don't hear the women in there fussing or whatever. Cece say that he got something special, that he don't hear the girls. Dr. Hebley asked, what does she like most about being engaged? She said she get access to the money. Sweet Tea, are you stupid? Are you dumb? Like, why would you say something like that? Everyone literally turned their head looking like, did you really just say this on television that you have access to his money? In front of all of these women that should have been something you should have said. You should have said that to your twin sister in private. Like, I wondered what did Greg say when he looked back at that? Like, come on now. And I didn't know the girl was 31 years old. What you said, gold digger? I'm like, come on. Did she really just say she have access to that man's money? I hope y'all got a prenuptial agreement. Anyway, when she said that, I was like, okay, I'm not really feeling this girl. So everybody here took it in. They asked, have you ever been called a gold digger? I think, who asked that question? Did Toya ask that question, or who was it? Dr. Hebley or Phaedra that asked that question? Somebody asked her that question. Quad name got brought up by Toya. Toya asking Phaedra, like, is she covering her DUI charge or DUI case? I don't know what makes Toya think that Phaedra would answer that question. But I'm like, girl, I get it. Y'all bringing Quad up. Sweet Tea, she shut the conversation down about Quad. Actually, it was her sister. And her sister sitting up here yelling. I'm like, girl, you must not know these group of women. They will come back at you. That's why I wish Mariah would sit down. Because Mariah would have been the one to be like, Miss Ma'am, Miss Mamas, who you talking to? You might want to bring it on down, because ain't none of us your kids. But and we'll get into that later. So Sweet Tea's sister basically tried to sit up here and say, well, we're here for their engagement, this and that or whatever. It's not about Quad. Girl, you all are in the same house that Quad used to live in. Ain't no way in hell I would have accepted being in somebody else's home unless it's like a huge mansion, depending on the layout. But I wouldn't want to be in a house that my future husband was in with his wife. Just saying, I wouldn't want to do it. Anyway, Hebley, she got so Dr. Hebley, she got on the Dr. Simone's skin about what she can and cannot do. I said, oh my God, Dr. Hebley don't push the button. If anything Dr. Hebley know how to do is push the trigger. And you could tell when Dr. Simone mad, because Dr. Simone's voice would get so loud and just, oh my gosh. I'm like, Dr. Hebley, girl, why did you say that? And it was good to see Dr. Alicia in there. That's on Dr. Hebley's friend. She's a dentist, and I think she's going to be on the show too as well. Kanisha tried to get everyone together. The next scene, it went to Greg and Greg and Letitia in the car. That's Sweet Tea. If y'all don't know, that's her real name. And Sweet Tea, she was like, I didn't like the party, how the party went. Like, they made everything about Quad. Sweet Tea, news flash. The reason why you exist and you're a part of this show is because of Quad. Quad is the only reason you're here. Like you don't have a storyline, baby. Quad is your storyline. She's the reason why you and Greg exist on this show. They just brought you on to be messy. I don't know what the hell you was thinking when those cast members befriended you to bring you on. Did you really think that they wouldn't talk about Quad this whole entire episode? You're living in the girl old house now. What can you possibly bring to this show? Everything about your being on this show is about Quad. You and Dr. G have to understand it. And Dr. G, you know how reality TV is. They're not going to let you come on this show and not say anything about Quad. It is what it is. And now I'm ready for Quad to come, because if I'm not mistaken, somebody told me that she only going to be on 3 episodes. So I'm going to let y'all come up because I'm ready for Married to Medicine. Like, I really enjoy Married to Medicine. You know, something that I would love to see Dr. Heavily do a scene with Oliver Twix. If you all have not looked up Oliver Twix, please look him up. He's one of the people that's behind a lot of the content creators with these big platforms like Funky Dineva. He's actually helped Dr. Heavily. He helped out quite a few people. Not Dr. Heavily, but hell, Oliver Twix. Hell, come help me out. Shit. But y'all, make sure y'all follow Oliver Twix. He's real cool. So I see y'all about to come up right now, and I will bring you all in right now. Okay. Okay.
Hey, friend.
Hey, love. Hey, Auntie Mildred.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Missed.
Good, good.
Go, Auntie Mildred. I'm gonna let you go first, love.
Oh my goodness. So I agree with you in a lot of ways, Anthony. But I felt like them older heifers was doing too much. Now they too old to sit up in somebody's house, even if it was Quad's old house, and just talk about Quad the whole time at this girl party. I was like, they really just gonna sit here. But what was making it so bad is she really did show her youthfulness and her age. Like she was real giddy and playful. And I was like, oh my God, she had to be so young acting too. 31, Anthony. She's 31.
You right.
With Greg, high pitched, that voice of his. I don't know how she can get it wet and moist for Greg. Lord have mercy. But she's ready to have babies with him. And that's what he wanted with Quad. Everybody knows
it's
that.
when she told me that she was in his DM and she said, I can give you what you want.
The baby emoji.
Like, girl, I mean,
That's what got him.
He got a ticket.
But you know what? She's being a little bit premature because it looks like she's got some female issues that she has to sort out. She thinks she can give him what she wants. She don't really know yet. She's going to a specialist via Simone. So I was like, oh my God. And you know the whole YouTube is not calling her Sweet Tea, they're calling her Thirsty.
I didn't know that.
Yep. That's what they're calling her. I was like, oh, poor baby.
Baby, y'all coming in tonight. I see somebody new back there. Is it Cariel? I'm going to bring you up in a minute, okay? Love, Auntie Sandy, Auntie Rita, I see you too. Kaylin, go ahead.
Okay, I'm not going to stay tonight because I'm working with one device, okay?
Okay, go ahead, love. You good?
Here's the thing. I absolutely am here for Heavenly this season. Heavenly is giving life to me this season. Here's the thing. Latifah is coming off being I don't know, she's combative. Clearly she knows she's a follow-up. Clearly. And for the lady, I think when LaToya brought up Quad, she was bringing it up there like trying to talk junk about her. But I don't think nobody was taking the bait the way she wanted to. So you drunk all the time. The last thing you hear about somebody else having a DUI, allegedly she drunk every show. But yeah, And Latifah, please. I don't think she meant to say that out loud. When they said, "What do you find? What's the best part about being engaged?" She
The
said,
money.
"The money." I don't, and because she strike me because she's young, and she strike me as a little bit. I don't know if it's a little bit slow or like she. I don't know, but I don't think she meant to say that out loud. I think she said that to her inner self, but it came out of her mouth. She hasn't learned how to filter just yet, and she said that out loud. The money. I'm
Mm-mm.
so sorry for her after this right here. You're done. You're toast. That's it.
You
That's
right.
all I say. They were calling her online already.
Mm-hmm.
That poor
Mm-mm.
lady looked like she could fight an apple through a picket fence. Where did he find her?
Mm-mm.
Where did he find her?
I mean, in the DM, like it goes down in the DM, like everybody
And
else.
she say he flew her out, and they've been together ever since.
I mean, hey,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
go ahead then. Let me go
Yeah,
ahead and
Not,
go.
hey, you
not how that
know,
works. That's
yeah.
not how that works. We
Let me
don't.
go ahead and go to Lady D right quick. Go ahead, love.
Not getting ready to let you go to nobody else. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Fine. You don't try like that. I'm going. Goodbye.
Bye, girl. Lady D, go ahead, love.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm not feeling sweet tea, whatever her name is. I am not feeling her. And somebody said in the YouTube streets allegedly that she's an upgrade from Quad. I'm like, no,
Okay.
she's a downgrade from Quad. Quad is so much better. And she looked like a low budget version of Toya, even though Toya is low budget too. I don't like Toya. I'm not a Toya fan, never have been, never will be. And yeah, I think what she said about getting the money, being able to get access to the money, I think she meant it. Cause that's it's giving off gold digger status, trifling status,
Copper. She's digging for copper.
um,
all kind of statuses.
baby, not to cut you off right quick, but sorry, love. Y'all, we definitely got to do a review on this interview that Carlos King just did with Royce from
Yep,
Basketball Wives.
That was
yep, yep,
good.
yep.
She need to come back to basketball wives
I
because that
haven't
shit
She
was
watched it
definitely
yet,
need
but
to go
amazing.
to jail. That's where she
I
needs to go. She needs to go to
I
jail.
just seen the preview of. I said, oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that. But go ahead, Lady D.
Trifling status and then all the above statuses, because that's just trifling. We people call quad a gold digger, but that's gold digger status. That's coming out your mouth. It ain't just being said that you a gold digger. You said it out. You said it out your own freaking mouth. Talking
Mm-hmm.
about you in it for the money, and all of them looking at her like she crazy. Did you really just say that, heifer? On national television? Really? Girl, bye. I'm not feeling her. I really wasn't happy when I heard they were coming back. I was like, why are you bringing them back? Y'all want to start a whole bunch of chaos and drama.
Mm-hmm.
And then Quad gonna walk up in there like she normally do on fleek. And all that same sweet tea gonna look at her. How you gonna walk up in my bachelor party? Because she can, because she Quad. And Phaedra brought her, and I'm happy to see Phaedra back. I wish she was back on Housewives of Atlanta, but that's just
I doubt that. Not with the comment that Candy made said that I wish her the best on everything, as long as we don't have to do it together.
well, I don't really don't want Candy on the show, but
I
that's
mean,
I
just
think
I can
Candy
take.
on
I don't
TV.
mind Candy taking a break and they just bring Phaedra back for a season. I'd be cool with that. Like
yeah.
just see what it would be like. But yeah, let me go ahead and go to Auntie Jackie then Auntie Rita.
Hey, everybody. Hey,
Hey
panelists,
love.
And
chat, and everybody else. Listen, I just heard some information from Dr. Heavily.
Mm-hmm.
She actually would well in the streets allegedly. Dr. Heavily is the one who invited her and Dr. G back. Got to help them get back on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then also too, she is in Dr. Heavely's university. So Dr. Heavily University of Medicine of Dental, she's one of her
Mm-hmm.
students, and that's how it all started too.
Well, who gonna fix her mouth?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
just saying.
I don't know nothing about that. I thought Dr. Heavily and Dr. Simone was the one that befriended her. Cause that's what I think that's what Funky Dineva said, that they was the one that befriended her to get her on the show.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's what I
Dr.
heard. Too.
Heavily and Carlos was together online
Uh
a few
I
minutes
heard that
ago.
they were.
oh.
Oh, I seen it.
Oh, okay.
I seen it. So it's a lot that she did answer to, and some that she didn't answer to, because Carlos was trying to get it out of her.
Mm.
Um, I call this young lady country chiclet. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what's all going on. With mm. she gonna. I got faith in her. She gonna get her teeth together. She gonna get it together. She got Dr. Heavily sitting right there, helping her with her finances and all of that. So eventually the chick list is gonna get done. I got faith. I got faith. But she comes off very high schoolish, very young, and then her age tell a story, so it's right there. Now, for her slide into his DMs like that, telling him she got what he need, and that baby, the baby, from my understanding, I seen it before even Dr. Heavily said it, because I knew he wanted the baby before then with Quad. When she said that, because he said it was a lot of women that had slid into his DMs, but she was the one that was chosen because she put a baby in there. Icon, that baby icon. So, and ever since he flew her out down to ATL, because she's they're not even 3 or 4 hours away from each other, because she's from Texas. So, and ever since then she's been there. Also, real quick here, mm, I just, I just hope that Dr. G, because this seemed like it was rushed for her getting into, getting with him and all of this. And, like Dr. Heavily said, Quad is not what she wants, because Quad is very seasonal. And I know she's just starting out. She is in her 30s. And from my understanding, she's supposed to, I'm not from, allegedly, she's supposed to be a retired veteran, but she's working from home. So I don't know. Go figure. And I just hope that, but from what I know now, they are married. And I really do hope it works well with her, her and Dr. G, because right now she's not ready. She's good TV. She's a fun person, but being with the Married to Medicine, they're going to break her down. And then especially Quad, it's on like popcorn. That's all I can tell you. So.
Yeah. All right, Auntie Rita, go ahead, love.
Sweet Tea. Sounds like a stripper name to me, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, for me, saying what made you want to be engaged to this man, and she said she wanted to, get close to the money. And I'm not gonna say dog her out in the sense that we know how ninjas dog females out in the street and stuff like that, when they know you will do anything for a little piece of change.
Mm-hmm.
And then she even threw in she'll have a baby, not because she want to have a baby, because she know that's like music to his ears, because he's 50 years old, and she could, she have this baby and promising this man this baby. It's the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
She don't know she got to work for that. She got to work for that position. She might be already, they are already engaged, but she don't understand she's gonna be on payroll when they get married. It ain't like you just gonna have access to the money. You gonna have to work for that. You gonna earn your money, sweetheart. And then you thinking that you're hurting Quad. Quad wasn't hurt. Quad ain't hurt. Quad ain't stunned that man. Quad was looking for a way out in the beginning. Quad didn't see no way out, but then when that happened, what happened? That was Quad way out. That was her exit, stage left, and I'm home. That's all Quad needed, And then what you not gonna do, doctor, is put me in the house you done had with your ex. No, I want my own. If I got to earn this money, I'm gonna earn it in my own house, not something that you and somebody else had. I'm gonna put my touches on it.
Marisa,
You
let's call
cannot
her.
undo. I'm saying you cannot undo the quad fashion sense and hers is something so totally different. And when you go in that
Mhm.
house, you're gonna always compare. Well, Quad didn't do it like that. Quad fixed it up. It looked different when Quad was here. And you know the one to say that Heavenly. Heavenly. So, for me with her, you get what you signed up for. Don't come there thinking you better than everybody. Cause now I like Quad. A lot of people don't like Quad. She's over the top, but that's just Quad. That's just her.
Mhm.
So, everybody got to be initiated. She got to be initiated into the bunch too, because they're gonna laugh and talk at you in your face, and they're gonna with all them gums Simone got, you might need to go to the vet. Because
Mm-mm.
she gonna turn on you too. Toya gonna turn on you too. Because Toya get
Mhm.
crazy sometimes. She have memory lapses. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's what And them husbands, they are what they are. But I like Heavenly, cause Heavenly's got that attitude. Like what I said.
Florida.
Uh,
Florida.
yeah. So that was pretty much what I saw, Anthony.
Oh,
I,
sounds good to me. Go. Kari, how are you, love?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing tonight? Can you hear me?
Good.
It's doing
Yes, ma'am.
great.
You got it's on you now, love.
Okay. So I got a bit of a different opinion than everybody else because I'm not a big fan of Miss Quad.
Go ahead, love.
Um, in my opinion, Sweet Tea is just Quad Light. I feel like y'all forgot how Quad came up on a scene with the Red Sea. Moses parting the Red Sea down her part in her weave. I feel like y'all
Mm.
forgot how she was originally introduced. The Miss Quad that we were introduced to is not the Miss Quad that we have now. The Miss Quad that we have now is a product of Mariah and Gregory. Y'all are
Mhm.
saying that
Mhm.
Sweet Tea wouldn't be here without Quad. No, Sweet Tea wouldn't be here without Gregory, just like Quad wouldn't have been here without Gregory. Those are all Gregory's friends.
I agree.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
like y'all are
I
not
agree
hearing
with
that. The reason why
that.
their wives are befriending his new fiance, his new wife, is because he's friends with their husbands. So it's not like it was intentional. I don't think it was intentional to get her on the show. I think they befriended her. Quad got on on their nerves last season. And it was like, okay, well now you need to work for your check instead of relying on other people to gain it. I think I really don't care about her sliding in that man's DMs, telling him that she can produce a baby because if y'all look at Gregory, can he marry for anything besides money?
He cannot, baby. He
Mm.
cannot marry for anything besides
Mm.
Why are y'all acting like this man really can find true love? I'm just
listen.
confused. I'm
100.
very confused.
You
I'm
We're
I'm
know
trying to
what?
give him benefit of the doubt.
no
Hold on.
everybody.
Is it a button for me to put somebody in timeout on the panel? Go ahead, girl. You funny.
He
I'm
is
just
kind of cute, though.
wait,
He
wait
is
let me
Marita,
He look better
Marita.
than the other one.
let me
Toya
let
Oh,
said
me
he
let
y'all
me
let
finish.
her finish. Hold on. Go ahead, love. Go
Let
ahead.
me finish. Let me finish. The man looks like a snapping turtle. You can say
Mm.
snapping turtles are cute, but they still gonna bite you, just like he gonna
Mm-mm.
bite you in the
Mm-mm.
hand.
Mhm.
So when we see the way that he has behaved on the show, y'all really think that a woman is genuinely going to approach him for anything besides a bag. I do not mind Sweet Tea saying, "Yeah, I'm happy that I got access to the money," because that was the reason why Quad carried on with the marriage despite them getting into it, despite them fighting, despite the police being called. Like a few days before her wedding,
You
she
better
still
tell it.
got married to him because she
Mhm.
wanted access to the money, just like the new one does. They're the same people. Quad is just more sophisticated. See, Quad, I feel like been plotting for a little bit. Since she was younger, she been plotting on how to get a come up. However, Sweet Tea, she been plotting for a few years. She ain't that smart, but however, get her a few more fine tuning, and she'll be who Quad is today. I don't care that she is here to be against Quad because Did y'all forget how Quad was last season?
Did
Did,
not.
did, did y'all forget? I'm sorry. The fact that Mariah Hook is no longer on a show that she created solely because Quad wanted to drive her off. Baby, no. No, 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 no. I don't care who they bring back on this show to get you to work for your job. I'm tired of you lying on people. I'm tired of you throwing people under the bus. I'm tired of the other women doing more work than you and Jackie have ever thought of doing to stay on this show.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Girl, you better preach.
Well,
Whole
I,
word,
I
message.
let me
know,
tell you something. I
that
wanted
was
her to
pretty
let.
nice.
I'm sorry. I wanted her to come up here on this panel more, but baby, oh my gosh, like, do you have a channel?
No, I don't.
But we can
I'm
say
too
the same
You
lazy
thing
to
need
about
have
one.
a
Toya.
YouTube channel. This takes a lot. It takes a lot for you to be a
Error.
content creator. And I'm a single mom and I sell candles. I sell candles and I sell jewelry and
Girl,
that's
you
about
can
as
ride
much
in
as
your
I can
car and
do.
do this, and people will still tune in.
But I had to come up here and because I've been having thoughts on because I've been seeing everybody on Twitter and they're like, oh, you ain't half of what Quad is. Da, da, da. Quad wasn't half of who Quad is today. Like she had to marry into money. She had to use one of her best friends. She had to then kick her to the curb to get to where she is today. She is standing on the backs and on the graveyards of several different relationships. That's why Quad is standing so high today. So let Miss Sweet Tea get to her little conniving best. Okay. All of them women on there are some little come on.
I'm
We,
here
But
for
can
it.
we say the same thing about Toya though? Cause she
And
got a
yes, we
doctor
can.
husband.
And yes, we
That's
can.
a
but the
You
difference,
know, Toya just do him any kind of way. Now we know. Okay, I'm gonna say this right here. And the last caller, everything you said, I totally agree, and I see what you're saying because they went to they got to the same destination with different routes. You know, we
mm,
could say, okay, Quad kind of did it like in a chess playing way, and Sweet Tea just playing checkers. You know, just sitting by the corner store playing. You know, she got it like like that, just playing checkers. And Toya, and what her husband named Eugene. Her husband named
hmm
Eugene,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
He looked like Toya, was the first piece or the first person that gave him a good side eye. It was like Toya said, "Yeah, that's the one right there." You we can pick men. We know we gonna play till we can't play with them no more. And I feel like that's what Toya has done to her husband. You
Didn't
know,
didn't Toya didn't
Disrespecting.
Toya and Eugene meet in school?
No,
I could have swore
I
I
don't
don't
know.
Toya.
know where they met at, but
I could have swore Toya had like not at least one, if not 2 degrees. I just could
Toya
have
has
swore.
a
yeah,
degree.
she was a
Yes,
third
yes.
grade
I just could
teacher
have
or
swore. I
something.
just could have swore that Toya met her husband while she was going to school, and she decided to be a stay-at-home mom after
You
she had met her husband. I just felt like that. I just feel like it's a difference in you navigating into an area that you were never in. Like the only reason why Quad was able to navigate into what is it? I can't think of the word, but be able to befriend these doctors and their wives was because Mariah ended up marrying a doctor. And then you used your friend to get into her circle. And then you kicked her out of that circle. Eugene, Toya is seeing a good man, falling in love with that good man, and deciding to stay with that good man. No matter
Mhm.
how you guys decide to look at it, Eugene loves Toya's big dirty draws. And
Yeah,
that
that's
tells
what I'm
me
saying.
That's not
I'm
what we're
saying
saying, but
that's what I'm
that
Toya,
saying.
but you're
I'm
saying
saying
it's not
Hold,
that
Eugene
I
hold
don't
loves
on,
think it's the
y'all.
Toya,
same
Let
level
but
of
don't
Car
think
finish.
Toya got
Let her
that
finish.
for him
Auntie
though.
Rita. Go ahead.
I,
Go finish up, Car. Go
Okay.
ahead, love.
I'm saying I don't think it's the same level. I think you guys don't like the way that her and her relationship, like how she navigates her relationship. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that Sweet Tea and Quad specifically got with this man for his resources. And he specifically got with them because of how young and pretty they were. They're mutually using each other. I think Eugene and Toya fell in love and Toya is just a bitch. I think that's just all it is. And Eugene doesn't mind that she's a bitch the way the rest of y'all do. That's the way that I look at it.
Mm.
I
Well,
look
I
at it
don't
that
see
way too.
Toya as I don't see Toya as that. I see Toya because when Toya came on, it did say that I think Toya was a teacher at one point, like a third grade teacher, a teacher or something. It was for me, and she may have some love for Eugene. It was just the fact that Toya could never be satisfied. He built one house, that house is not good enough. And then she built
Mm-hmm.
another house. It was just the way that she was treating her husband. It was the way she was talking down to her husband. It was the
Mm-hmm.
respect level wasn't there for her husband. It was like this man was afraid every time Toya had a wine glass in her hand
Afraid.
and she opened her mouth, he didn't know what was going to come out of Toya's mouth. So,
Mm-hmm.
and she may love her husband. I don't know. And he may love her because he's still there with her. And yes, she can be a bitch sometimes. But I'm just saying it's Toya's attitude towards her husband. That's what I'm saying about Toya. Never doubt it if she love him or not. It's
I
her
don't
attitude towards her husband that I was
Mm-hmm.
speaking of.
I
Can
don't
we
think
switch really quick to the rumors and allegations that Quad initially was dating Mariah's cousin, who was a street pharmacist?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I heard about that one.
They are
Mm-hmm.
from Memphis.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
That
heard
part.
that.
Because it's hard
Mm.
out here for a pimp.
So y'all, let me go to Auntie San. Go ahead, love. Let's see up here, love.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
glad I
buddy.
wasn't Walmart today. But the funny part of the whole thing is when Phaedra said that Sweet Tea had on some big drawers.
the funniest part
she
about that is Phaedra needs to be wearing some big drawers, but instead she out here trying to dress like Portia in her 20s.
Oh,
exactly. That's Auntie Portia. That's Auntie Phaedra.
No,
they
that's
both
But
Grandma
dress
Phaedra.
alike.
That's
my
Grandma
thing,
Phaedra at this point.
yeah, exactly. And you will never see that man that she's supposedly dating.
Mm.
But my thing
Yeah, I
is
heard that
with
too.
yeah, my thing is with Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, if you gonna be a gold digger, sugar, you need to just shut your mouth and just go with the room, work the room, sugar, work the room. You turned that whole house into a cotton gin from Texas, and you thought you was so cute. You look just like you got off a horse in Texas. With them teeth and them titties hanging down. She thought she was so fine with them big blue ass drawers on.
Mm.
Now, I like Quad. I like Quad's personality. Quad, when she left Greg, she went straight to that show she worked on. She came up from her own bootstraps. What she took from Greg was that bed. Remember when she said that she stole my bed, my number bed or whatever that was.
Mariah's
But
bootstraps.
Greg is look. I would give Greg the time of the day. I don't care how much money he got because you think about it, you got to roll over and look at his little ass. No, ma'am. No, man. You see, I hope it work out for him because otherwise, that man, he's a psychiatrist. Yeah, he gonna drive his own self
The
crazy if he
whatever
don't get
you
no baby out of this one.
That's it when you're done.
I'm done because
Oh no,
Walmart ain't got that
I'm
much.
putting I need to put my stuff on
But
Yeah.
Miss
mute.
Heavenly, Dr. Heavenly is my girl. She gonna tell the truth. She gonna tell the truth. But she ain't gonna talk much like you said around daddy. And
You know
Carlos
what?
King need to interview his own people and stop going to all these Bravo shows.
You know
Now,
what?
that's all like that.
Why don't nobody ever call Heavenly a gold digger and she admit that she
She trapped him.
Ooh,
They both was in school.
Damon was out there in that fraternity hitting everything that moved and she got
She got
pregnant
pregnant.
and then they got
Dad,
married.
I'm pregnant.
And She
But
she
he
she
loved
literally
Heavenly though.
she said that she trapped him. She said that. So why don't nobody call her a gold digger?
Cause she making money herself.
Exactly.
And
She owns a lot of those dental's office, and she don't take insurance. It's
Yeah,
cash
because
only,
she's not
baby.
a stay-at-home mom.
No, she went to school herself while they were
Yeah,
married. She went to school and
exactly.
paved her way.
So if Toya had stayed in school and had stayed with her career,
No,
would y'all
Heavenly's,
still view her as a gold
my
digger?
opinion, Heavenly's a gold digger as well. She is.
Thank you.
but she making her
I
own
don't see
goal.
Heavenly as being a gold digger because I see Heavenly, going to school and they were doing their thing together. And
Mm-hmm.
Toya is not a gold digger either. I don't see
Oh,
Toya as a gold digger. I see Toya as an ungrateful wife. That's what I see
Mm.
Toya as, not a gold
Disrespectful.
digger, because as Toya had her education too, and she can go back to work if that's what she so choose to do. But they chose to for her to be a stay-home mom.
And
Raise
he
the
chose.
kids while the dad go out there and work. But Toya is selfish. Let's just keep it real.
Mhm.
She's ungrateful. She's an ungrateful person. We
Yeah.
seen how Toya when she first started. Toya acted like a spoiled brat in the beginning, and sometimes Toya still do. And as far as Sweet Tea, she's got to find her grounding just like everybody else. The way she
mm-hmm.
dressed, the how she doing things, she don't. This her first time. She made schemed and plotted and said what she needed to say to get the position that she's in now, engaged to a doctor, getting ready to be married to a doctor. You know, so now she got to learn how to act around when she's around these women. When I say she got to earn her money, yeah, she got to learn how to maneuver around these women. The tricks she used to play in Memphis may be have it going on, but Memphis and Atlanta is so totally different. So you got to change your game plan. You can't play the same game you was playing in Memphis. You dealing with a whole
But
different
she
type
from
of people.
Texas.
So she
She
gonna
from
find her
Texas.
way up because that's what she want to do.
She's from Texas.
So and Quad, and Quad is Quad. Quad is Quad, and the rest of them are the rest of them. We just have to see how this is gonna go. We just have to,
But would you
see how
call?
it goes.
Exactly.
But I'm
You
gonna
can't
say
call
this:
Quad a gold digger
Simone
because look
and
what she doing
Toya
for her husband.
gonna manipulate the situation between.
Auntie Rita, your device is going in and out.
I said Quad is not a gold digger. Look what she's
Oh,
doing
okay.
for
Can you hear me
herself
now?
now.
I just said,
Yeah, it's doing it again, Auntie
no.
Rita.
I'm not talking about quad. What I said
Uh,
about. Oh, okay. I got my head. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead, love.
Okay, I'll just go down.
No,
Okay,
we
I'm
can hear
just
you.
saying, all of them are doing, oh, okay, I'm just saying all of them are doing, what they do to earn that check. We just gonna see how all of this gonna play out. But I do know one thing: Simone and Toya is gonna be as they're not real friends to this Sweet Tea lady. They don't like Quad, so therefore they're gonna be with anybody who don't like Quad. And we
Well,
know
Mhm.
how
with
Heavenly is. Heavenly is just like, she just like paper. She blowing in the wind. She wherever she laying, that's where she at.
well
The
with
quad, I
Simone,
mean,
the only reason why, like y'all, like Simone and Gregory are friends. Simone is befriending Sweet Tea because she is friends with Gregory because they
Mm-hmm.
work in the, like that's it. It's not. I don't know about Toya, but I also don't know how close Dr. Eugene and Gregory are. I can't remember that, but I think that they're good friends as well. I don't think it's this, oh, we don't like Quad. So it's literally our husbands are friends with this man. It'll be
Mm-hmm.
immature and childish of us, just like it's immature and childish to bring this woman up at this woman's party. It would be immature and childish of us to not talk to her because of the relationship that we established with his ex-wife only because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all are like, I feel like y'all are
I
like,
agree
I
with
don't,
that. That's
I feel
facts.
like
I do too.
y'all are just Xing. I feel like I don't know. And it's this whole, I heard somebody say earlier, like, I don't know why you think you better than Quad. I don't know when that girl ever presumed or said that she thinks that she is
True.
better than Quad. I think it's a bunch of women watching the show, and it's a bunch of women putting things inside this situation that really ain't in this situation.
I
I
agree
What
I
with
I,
that.
think you
what I,
guys, I think a
hold on,
lot of wait, let me finish. Let me finish because when other people talk, I be real quiet, but I
Go
be
ahead,
talking most
let
of
her
the time.
finish.
I think I think that I'm sorry, I just had to say that. I think that when the collective are watching the show, you guys are trying to make it more salacious than it actually is, more interesting than it actually is, just like the women are trying to make it more interesting than it actually is, because there
Mm-hmm.
was no necessary reason besides being messy to start talking about Quad. There was just no reason besides the fact that you guys on a reality TV show, because we all know in the real world, in the world that we navigate in every day, people get divorced, people get remarried all the time, and there is no way in heck y'all are gonna sit here and tell me y'all are gonna sit at another woman's party and start
True.
talking about that man's ex-wife. Y'all are not about to tell me that. Y'all are, I just, and if you did, I would probably call you immature. I'm sorry, I just would,
I
because
agree
we are
with that.
all grown
Yeah.
women and they were being childish. And instead of us calling it out for the childishness that it is, we're saying that this woman deserved that because of how she decided to go and get a man. Would I slide in Gregory's DMs and tell him that I'd give him a baby? No, absolutely not. Would I slide in, I don't know, a certain NFL football players? I might. It depends on which one it was. If that is how I wanted to get that man, that is what I chose to do. I respect her for coming on the show and being her authentic self, no matter how country, ghetto, or unworthy you guys think that it is. This is her first season. Everybody, first season's going to be just a little bit rough. They're going to look a little bit rough. But there's no
But
reason to dislike her. Wait, let me finish. This is my last sentence.
oh
There's
my
no
God.
reason to dislike her because she's done nothing on the show to be disliked about.
okay, I just want to ask you a question because
Every time,
you're
oh, go ahead,
saying
bro.
we're saying. Wait, let me ask this because personally, I don't think I feel as if she's unworthy. I'm just watching it because I
And who
never
made
watched
you
it,
God
and
to
I
decide
wait.
that?
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, because I don't
Wait
like
a
to
minute
hear when
now.
you say y'all say she's no, she's not unworthy. The way
Oh,
she
okay.
chose to do it, that is her business. That was her choice. I said the same thing you were saying, basically, but in a different way. The way she chose to go at it is not the same way Quad chose to go at it. They ended up at the same destination. So it really don't make no any difference. Just like I said, this is her first season. This is her first time, I'm assuming, on any reality TV, coming into a group like the group that she's coming in. She has to feel her way, just like the rest of them have to feel her. And I understand that Eugene and Dr. Whatever, Dr. Greg and Simone husband is friends. You don't have to be friends. That's a choice that they made. But I'm looking at the aspect of Quad and Simone don't get along, and Toya and Quad don't get along. So there is a level of pettiness there between them two because sides have already been taken. The line in the sand has already been drawn.
I will
It's already
agree.
been drawn.
I will agree that they get that Toya specifically will get some level of satisfaction from the woman who said that she planned a robbery last season, that she is single, and her ex-husband, who is not that attractive, is now married and getting ready to have a baby. I do think they get a level of satisfaction from that, but I don't think that's their sole reason from befriending that woman. I don't think that's the sole reason for her being on the show is just to be a thorn in Quad's side. I do think that the drama is interesting, but I also think they are that woman's friends because the way that Toya was riding for her on that panel, I've only ever seen her ride for people like that she is actually friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that could
I'm
be
gonna say
true.
this. I'm gonna
I
really
have to
say
watch
this.
the
Hold on.
film.
I'm gonna say this. Like this conversation has been very interesting because I think out of all the videos, this is the first time that I've ever seen like us like really go back and forth. Now, like Queen said right here, remember it's everyone's opinion, and we all have one period that doesn't make anyone's opinion right. Like, but I'm enjoying the back and forth. But I hope everyone do know, like, all of this is really out of love. It's not an argument. It's just we're just having a discussion. So I don't want no one to think that people are getting into it or back and forth.
Oh
Now
no,
I know
100%.
sometimes we can have issues where we're talking over each other, and I do get sometimes that a lot of times people are cutting off a word trying to get it out. But at the
Yeah.
same time, y'all, we are good up here. So I see some people saying,
Yes.
wow, first my eyes got a little bit bugged, but I don't think it's to a point that we're literally arguing, trying to do it
No,
like that. So I
we're
just want to
not.
put that right there, y'all. But
That's
We're not.
I'm
all.
enjoying it. To be honest, I'm enjoying it because I'm listening to different sides, but it also show you the way that we're thinking, that certain people think. And from my honest opinion, I do kind of agree with what Kari said. Like, you wouldn't go to somebody else's house and do that, especially if you're there for that specific situation. But at the same time, they're on television, so they know exactly what's going to say to get a reaction
Mm-hmm.
from somebody. That's why I'm looking like, in reality, you wouldn't do that. You may be thinking it, but
Mm-mm.
would you really come out and say, like, Toy was there wrong to even bring up Quad's name for that situation? But at the same time, I'm pretty sure production got the reaction that they wanted to get, and
Yeah.
Toy succeeded in bringing it out there. So, I mean, I agree.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
in
They
real
are.
life, Anthony, in real life, you know, a real in real life, I know personally, you can invite me to, well, I wouldn't even want to go to my ex-husband, fiance, whatever kind of party they have, because for me,
Mhm.
that's disrespectful. First, the person who is inviting me, you being disrespectful and you being petty and nasty, because you already know what me and this man don't know. I have nothing against his new girl. So what the hell? I want to go to the old house that we used to live in? No, that to me that's petty and it's unnecessary drama. But that's in the real world. But we're dealing with different. It's different. Reality is not real reality, because in the real world, I don't think any woman in their right mind will even want to go to that. I don't think,
Exactly.
just I wouldn't have wanted to go to that, and I'm
Well,
pretty sure other women wouldn't have not put themselves in that position either. And then to get to this later house, and all you talking about is quad. That's
but you have to
disrespectful to the
realize
house.
what you have to realize is when Quad go to that bridal shower is Quad getting paid to go to that bridal shower.
Exactly. It's
So
on a producer. She's doing what
exactly.
her
They
job.
they
And
definitely.
for all we know, they might turn out to be good friends. Cause she did say she called and congratulated Greg when he got engaged.
I
Yep,
don't
she
think that'll
did.
happen. I
Yeah.
will be
I don't
surprised to see
think
that. I
that's
don't
going
see
to
that
happen.
happening. But go ahead, Kari.
So I have two things to say. One, just to bring more realism back to it, even though this is a reality TV show. How many of y'all is really about to sell y'all house just because y'all got divorced? That is Gregory's house. That is not Quad's house. If that was Quad's house, Quad would still be living there. Quad was the decorator, and
Now
then
I got a
she moved
question to
out.
that though, Kari. Did he already have that house before they got married, or was that their marital home?
No, I think he had that house
He
before they
had
got married and she moved in. That's why it wasn't a joint
Gotcha.
asset.
Okay.
Because if it
Gotcha.
was a joint asset, they would have had to sell it off and they would have had to split the money, or she would have had to agree to let him live there. And I doubt she would have really did that, considering they didn't have like a good divorce.
Mm.
So I just think it's odd just to be saying that this woman shouldn't be moving in that house, because in real life there are a lot of people that are moving that live in other people's like old homes that they were married in. So it's like,
I guess it's tricky because if it was me personally, I wouldn't want to do it. I
well,
guess
would you want to marry
I.
Gregory?
I mean, you said do it.
Would you want to marry Gregory?
Well, that's a no. I
Listen, so
mean,
listen.
I'd be
When
just like her as long as I get access to the money. If I'm gonna be honest.
when
I'll
we
be
are
honest.
operating, I feel like she's operating in a very, just like how Quad was operating in a, while we are engaged, I'm gonna let you
Mhm.
think what you want and I'm gonna let you do what you want. But after we get married, if you're not taking the trash out, you're not getting no nookie. After we
Mhm.
get married, if you're not doing no dishes, I'm not having no baby. I
Mhm.
think I don't know. I don't know that lady, but I don't think she is stupid as as people are presuming her to be. I think
Mm.
there is a level of intelligence. And then for the second part, Quad definitely producers definitely mic'd her up, but that was Quad's choice to go to that lady's bridal shower.
Mm.
And despite her getting paid, I just do not think it is a good look. I think it is very desperate. Are you that desperate for a scene check for you to be involved in that? Yeah, you are because you're quiet. You've always been that desperate. So
You just
just as
don't
long
like
as
quad, do you?
But
She
that's
I
sure
her
just
don't. She
job,
sure
though.
don't.
I
since
mean,
She
last
don't.
I'm
season,
not. I'm
since
not
What?
all
last
into it.
season, let me tell y'all, since last season, I do not think Quad is a good person specifically. Like that whole, yeah, I think she set up Anila getting robbed, and I'm gonna continue to say it. That whole thing was just, it was just too much for me.
It was
It was just, it was
But
very
Tony has
vile.
done something quiet
Like,
too.
don't get me wrong. Since Mariah has been off the show, I have not liked Quad, but it was just more of a,
Really?
yeah. Mariah was, I feel like Mariah wasn't my favorite, but I feel like as a black woman, when you create something and it's yours, no one, specifically other black women, shouldn't help these white producers and these white people in charge to help you drive you away from your product. I just don't like that. So that's why that never, I never really liked any of them after that. But it's a good show, so I continue to watch. And it was never like personal. It's just like, dang, y'all rubbed me the wrong way because of that. But with last season, y'all cannot say that whole storyline, no matter if you like Toya or not, that whole thing was just nasty. It was just nasty, and it showed a side of Quad that was just like, because there was really no reason for her to be that spiteful at that point in time. Had you been that spiteful, period, like before when you guys were actively going through something, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I see it. But last season, nah,
Quite
uh-uh.
spiteful to Heavenly because she even made that old nasty flippant comment that she slept with her husband on the
And
reunion. It was just too much. It was low. It was low down.
it's interesting to me. I'm wondering, see, I've had this running theory when I was on other people's channels last season, that the
Mm-hmm.
reason why Quad went that hard at Toya was because Toya and Mariah was still friends, and Toya was trying to get Mariah back on the show. Because if it was solely because, well, you said this about me, you said this about me, why hasn't Heavenly been demolished? Why hasn't Heavenly had her day in the sun with Quad specifically? Like, cause she said baby, she called you a call girl.
Yeah, and just recently she said that Quad might be with somebody's man.
So I'm just wondering if we really getting that low and that nasty with people that are defaming us and that are dragging our character through the mud, why is Heavenly still considered a friend? I think you like I just genuinely think it's because Toya and Mariah are still friends. I think that's why you went that low, and because you went that low with Mariah. You said that she was cocaine and whatnot.
Well,
Sure.
Uncle Dineva said that he's seen some of them on there do it.
Well, I guess if fucking
I don't know about
Dineva
that.
said it, it's law.
Well, I'm gonna say this, y'all. I will end up seeing you all tomorrow. I actually have a birthday event. I need to be at 9:30, like ASAP.
Tomorrow's
So
my birthday.
okay, what you doing for it?
I am going to karaoke. I'll be 27 years old, drinking and singing.
Oh, girl, have a
Oh
drink
Lord, I remember being
and you enjoy your
27.
day.
Drinking and singing.
And you
All
be safe
right,
out there, and we will see you all next time. Remember, tomorrow,
Thank
y'all, we're
you.
doing Real
all
Housewives of
right,
Potomac.
baby.
Huh?
Had a
I
great
ain't
time.
All right.
saying
Good
nothing. I'm
night.
listening to you.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it.
Take care, nephew.
You too.
Bye. Bye.
See y'all. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the Real Housewives of Potomac. And baby, this was a good review today. I enjoyed this. All right, I will see you all tomorrow at 7:30 Central Time. Bye bye.